Other people around the world are not as lucky, even though they see Whelen as number one on the leaderboard. They just know he's a guy who gets a lot of points, but it goes far beyond that.
Hey, this is Minnesota Boy. We are here at this park today to celebrate Bob Whelen, who is number one in the world. We all appreciate his efforts so much because he not only is a great player, but he gives back to the game by putting on so many great events, and his creativity in events is unparalleled. I've been to a lot of Munzee events in other places, and the ones that Bob puts on are amazing. He comes up with these great games that he designs, all in Munzee colors usually, and we all get to play him for prizes, and he's just such a great supporter of the game. Hey, what's your Munzee name?
T-Jax.
And what do you think about Bob Whelen?
The game wouldn't be the same without him.
Oh, that is...
He's like everybody's Munzee dad.
That is absolutely true here in Minnesota.
It makes fun of you like your dad does sometimes too.
He does.
But no, I don't think any of us in the Twin Cities would be where we are on the leaderboard without him over in St. Paul.
So true.
We have a lot to be thankful for, and I think you can see with all the out-of-towners here that everybody is giving him props today. So he deserves it.
Thanks. Hey, what's your Munzee name?
Jebby28.
Hey, what do you think about Bob?
Bob is great. Bob is the man. He hosts all our events, make sure that everybody's taken care of.
Hey, what's your Munzee name?
I'm Gravity Bear.
Awesome. And what do you think about Bob?
Bob is one of the linchpins of the Minnesota Munzee community, and we are so lucky to have him here.
Hey, what's your Munzee name?
Geo Jim.
Geo Jim, cool. What do you think about Bob Whelen?
What do I think? Well, who's that? Well, I guess I knew of him first as a geocacher that was very, very prolific at hiding things. And same in Munzee.
My Munzee name is RBM.
Awesome. Hey, what do you think about Bob?
Bob? You mean Bob, number one in the world?
Absolutely.
Bob Whelen is awesome. I met Bob many, many years ago, not Munzee, geocaching. And he was number one geocaching. And I was climbing the ladder, and after a few years, he was talking about Munzee, and I said, no, I don't have time. And finally, I looked at it, I got into Munzee. I'm number 128 in the world. And I love Bob. He's a number one guy and a leader. He's a fun man. He's always got nice things to say, and Bob he's a class leader.
Absolutely.
In the world, and we love Bob.
Thanks.
You bet.
What's your Munzee name?
Danielle 41101.
I mean, I knew that already. I'm just asking. What do you think of Bob?
I think it's pretty awesome that he took over number one. I expected it was coming, I just didn't know when.
What are your Munzee names?
I'm Coldcracker7. Marley Finn.
Cool. And what do you guys think about Bob?
We like Bob. Bob's one of a kind. We like Bob, yes.
Yeah.
Hey, what's your Munzee name?
What is my Munzee name? It's changed. It is currently Geocaching Vlogger.
I believe it is. What do you think about Bob?
I think Bob is great. Bob is the man. He has helped grow this map here in Minneapolis, St. Paul, to what it is today. We are probably all here because of Bob and what he's done to really grow the map here in the area, which is not a small task. Munzee mania, all the things. Thanks, Bob.
Thanks, Josh. Good morning.
Good morning.
What's your Munzee name?
I'm ASL Girl.
What do you think about Bob?
I think he's wonderful. Being a Target team member, as he says, us Target people, we got to stick together.
Very good, very good. Hey, what's your Munzee name?
Joel Camp.
Joel Camp. And what do you think about Bob?
Oh, I love all the Munzees he's put all over the Twin Cities and beyond.
Oh, that helps us all out, doesn't
Absolutely.
it? Awesome, thank you. What's your Munzee name?
Boomerang20.
Boomerang20. And what do you think about Bob Whelen?
He's an amazing person.
Yeah? What do you think about his Munzee play?
I like it. I like how he rolls.
I like how he rolls. I love it. What's your Munzee name?
Spumoni.
Spumoni, how are you?
I'm doing great.
Great. And what do you think about Bob Whelen?
I'm thrilled about Bob Whelen. He took our area where I live, in the middle of nowhere, him and a couple others, and they made it something good that I could come and enjoy.
Oh, very cool.
So,
Geomatrix.
Geomatrix, and what do you think about Bob Whelen?
He's a buddy of mine, and he does a lot to get events going, and it's great.
On the scene with a sleeveless gray t-shirt, and my first thought was, sun's out, guns out. So Bob, I want to present this. Can you come over? This is a, you'll see this on your phone. This is the sun's out, guns out badge.
Yeah, that was just
I thought they modeled it right after you.
Let me start by saying, working closely alongside Bob over the years, I've greatly appreciated his friendship, everything he's done for myself. Of course, Munzee Mania that many of you have attended couldn't happen without him. We're here today to celebrate Bob's accomplishments in Munzee as being the #1, but I think it goes far beyond that. That I think the world of Munzee itself is better, the game is better because of people like Bob. He puts on events, his dedication, his attention to detail is something I've never seen before. I'm happy he's here. I'm happy he's in Minnesota. I'm happy we get to, our local group gets to be a part of what he puts on for each and every event. Other people around the world are not as lucky, even though they see Whelen as #1 on the leaderboard. They just know he's a guy who gets a lot of points, but it goes far beyond that. And that's what I wanted to put this together with Danielle and some of his other really close friends to honor the accomplishments, to honor what he does for Munzee and everything he does for us, to make us want to come back to play this game over and over again. It's people like Bob. And so thank you for everything you've done. I know you hate people talking about you, hate being in the center of attention, so I apologize for that. But just know that we all appreciate what you do. We think it's awesome that you are now leading the charge as the #1 player in Munzee, and we hope that you stay on that top leaderboard forever. But eventually he'll probably move on and start up a new game himself and become the next leader of that game, like he's done with so many other geolocation games. So thank you, Bob.
One huge cheer for Bob on 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, we've had an awesome event today here in St. Louis Park, Minnesota, celebrating Bob Whelen, the #1 player in the world in Munzee. Thanks for coming along. We'll see you next time.